This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 20. For there is not a just man upon earth that doeth good and sinneth not. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishop, and elders, a great millstone that rule well. And peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth. To the hopeful elect, the 144,000. And the rest of the men, women, and children that will receive mercy from the Lord in these last days. Shalom. It's the brother Damar Gabar here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, I started this lesson with Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 20. For there is not a just man upon earth that doeth good and sinneth not. All right, which this will be a response to Elder Apostle Gabar's video that I was watching, dealing with, the title is some Israelites were called into this work to be reprobates and then burnt. It's like it. And then burnt and then brutally judged. All right, which, this is Elder Apostle Gabar's YouTube page. Edification exhortation. I think this is his backup page. I think his other page, his main page, daily edification, has a strike. So, subscribe and be constantly edified. But this is going to be a response to the a video that the elder was doing a response to from Only the Elect. And it says, Sakari really thinks that they don't sin. All right, which is completely a reprobate statement, because like I just read in Ecclesiastes, there's not, matter of fact, let me get it again. It says, for there is not a just man upon earth that doeth good and sinneth not. All right. And there is only one that is good. Even Yahweh Shai said that. Why callest thou me good? And even when Yahweh Shai made that statement, he was, he didn't commit sin. He was sinless. That lamb without blemish, that perfect sacrifice. And even he made the statement that why callest thou me good? There is not one good but the Father, And how much, and we, that are in this truth, we understand that that we're definitely we definitely sin in this flesh, man. All right. Each and every day we all go off. I don't give a damn who you are. All right. And for Sakari to make a statement, and it's not the first time I heard them make that statement. I heard even Elazar made that statement before many years ago that they don't sin, they don't go off, which is completely stupid and completely a very arrogant and proud statement to make. All right. You niggas was going off on the Passover, you be slandering and doing all type of wickedness, man. We've caught you doing many, many sins. All right. While you're in this flesh. But for you to say that it's very possible for you to live a sinless life in this flesh and in this just the main fact that we're in this captivity further proves that, we're not living a sinless life, man. All right. And for you to say that, it's just completely stupid and it's completely, wicked to say something like that, because we all sin. We all go off. All right. Scriptures say that we've all sinned and come short of the glory of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Before you woke up into this truth, you was living a reprobate in a very sinful life. Now, just because we've woken up into this truth and we got the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai upon us, and we've been renewed in the spirit and we're new creatures, that doesn't make us guiltless or sinless. All right. Just the fact that you have, like Elder Apostle Gabar said, you have silly and goofy ass thoughts in your head, you're going off. You know what I mean? Each and every day. Look, okay, I put it this way. If you're not sinning, you can live a sinless life here. Well, when you are walking down the street and you claim to keep all the laws, statutes, and commandments, and you're not sinning, when you come across a homosexual, you don't execute the judgment that is written upon that individual. If you live in the same house with your woman and y'all share an apartment and she's on her period, you don't kick her out of the house. You don't have extra quarters for her to go to while she's in her unpurified state to go and to where, she cannot be in your presence or sit on the bed or sit on the couch in your house. to where it's not defiled by her sitting upon it. So it's just completely stupid for you to make that statement. All right. And anybody who believes that, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Now, the day is going to come to where we're going to be able to live a sinless life. We are going to be perfect. We are going to be, perfected and live a sinless life. But that's not going to be here in this flesh or here on this side. It's going to happen after we are changed, man. Which I'm gonna go into that, but I want to read it in the NLT. All right, let me get this in the Corinthians, man. I'm not gonna make this a long lesson. I'm just gonna get straight to the point. All right. I'll start here. All right, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 45 in the NLT. It says, the scriptures tell us the first man, Adam, became a living person, but the last Adam, that is Hamashiach, is a life-giving spirit. What comes first is the natural body, then the spiritual body comes later, you see. And right now we're in the natural body. We're in these chains of darkness, which are subject to sin. Why the hell you think, we're dying just a little bit every day? Why do you think you get sick? Why do you think your knees go bad? Why do you think, the ailments and the sicknesses that we have in this body even exist? All right. And we're still in our natural bodies. We're waiting to receive our spiritual bodies, those extraterrestrial bodies. We're still waiting for our transformation, our change, where the Lord's going to put the law, statute, commandments in our inward part. And then we will be perfect. Then we won't sin. Then we won't go off. All right. But as long as we're still here in these fleshly bodies, man, hey, we're all going off. We're all subject to sin. All right. Hey, some of the things that you don't want to do, you still do in this flesh. And guess what? That's because sin lies within these bodies, man. It says Adam, the first man, was made from the dust of the earth, while Hamashiach, the second man, came from heaven. Hey, just like when we're changed, aren't we going to come down from heaven? When those new bodies to come down upon the earth to be the kings and the priests and the chosen seed of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. That's when we're gonna have it all together. That's when we're gonna be perfected. That's when we're gonna come down and we're gonna be shining, man. That's when that sting of death is gonna have no more power over us, and we'll be immortals. All right. It says, just as we are now like the earthly man, we will someday be like the heavenly man. You see? What I am saying, dear brothers and sisters, is that our physical bodies cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High. And we're in these physical bodies right now. That's why these bodies are going to have to be shed before we can be changed. To even go up into the chariots, to even be in the presence of Yahweh Shai, we're going to have to be changed and shed these corruptible bodies. Oh, listen to this part. These dying bodies cannot inherit what will last forever. You see? That's why we have to be changed. All right. These bodies are not going to be able to inherit the kingdom, man. That's why these bodies are going to be shed. They're going to be dropped like a bad habit. And we're going to receive those new extraterrestrial bodies, man. It says, verse 51, but let me reveal to you a wonderful secret. We will not all die, but we will all be transformed. See? It will happen in a moment, in the blink of an eye, when the last trumpet is blown. For when the trumpet sounds, those who have died will be raised to live forever. You see, because some brothers are going to die on this side, which further proves that we're not, we ain't there yet. We're not perfected yet. All right. It's only after that change comes, then we're not going to sin. We're not going to have wicked thoughts. You're not going to have, any form of wickedness or sin going to be able to have any dominion over you. It says, and we who are living will also be transformed. For our dying bodies must be transformed into bodies that will never die. All right. And why are these bodies dying right now? Why are they getting sick? Why are they breaking down? It's because of sin. Because ain't none of us living a sinless life here in Babylon and in these chains of darkness. Ain't none of us keeping every single law of the Bible perfectly here on this side, man. Anybody telling you that, they lying to you, man. It says our mortal bodies must be transformed into immortal bodies. Then when our dying bodies have been transformed into bodies that will never die, the scriptures will be fulfilled. You see? That's when it's going to be fulfilled. And what's going to be fulfilled? The death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is your victory? O death, where is your sting? And what is the wages of sin? Death, man. See, that's why death is no longer going to have any dominion over us after we are changed, man. You see? For sin is the sting that results in death, and the law gives sin its power. So as long as we're in these chains of darkness, as long as we're in these bodies, hey, sin is going to have dominion over us, man. And we can all be counted as sinners and guilty to the law while we're in this flesh. Like I said, each and every day, it's not a day that go by that you don't do something that constitute you going off. For instance, if you got a job and you got to work on the Sabbath, hey, guess what? That's a sin. You're going off, man. Hey, the fact that we're supposed to keep the Passover, 3 times a year, we're supposed to go up to Jerusalem, and do the whole duty of that ceremony and do it how we used to do it in the ancient world. Being over here in Babylon the Great, we're not doing it how our ancient forefathers did, according to, all the tedious and, highly detailed respects of how we're supposed to keep the Passover. Don't scripture say here we're rehearsing the righteous acts? And guess what? When you're in rehearsal, when you're practicing something, guess what? You make mistakes, man. It's not perfect. It's not in its a perfection. You make mistakes, you mess up, and it's the same with us being in these bodies, man. All right. It says, but thank the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, He gives us victory over sin and death through our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. So, my dear brothers and sisters, be strong and immovable. Always work enthusiastically for the Lord, for you know that nothing you do for the Lord is ever useless. All right. So let me get another precept. Once we're changed, how it's going to go down. All right. This is Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 31. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break. Although I was an husband unto them, saith Yahweh. You see, so we broke that old covenant, man. And that's why the Lord's going to have to establish the new covenant. All right. And that's why I thank Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai for Yahweh Shai, who's our mediator and who's made a sacrifice so that we could, have a way back to the Father, because we broke that first covenant. You see? And that's why, none of us should be bragging about, these, a lot of these Torah only Israelites, they're through because they don't have a savior. They don't have a mediator. They're still living after the agreement of the old covenant, which we totally break, man. And they don't have a temple. They don't have a priest to go up and offer up sacrifices for their sins. And they don't have a mediator, as of right now. And if it's going according to the old covenant, then they're through. That's why we got Yahweh Shai, which is our mediator, and the in between us and the Most High Yahweh. You see. And that's why the new covenant had to be established on better promises. This time is going to be put inside of us, man. But first, we have to be changed. First, we're going to have to be transformed in order for it to be fully fulfilled, like I just read in Corinthians. It says, but this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith Yahweh, I will put my law into their inward parts and write it in their hearts, meaning what? Our minds. And it will be their God, and they shall be my people. You see, this is when once we're transformed, this is when the second covenant is going to be fully fulfilled. Then the law is going to be on our inward parts. Then we're not going to sin. All right. And what else it says? And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know Yahweh. For they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. See, he's going to remember our sins no more. You see, and we're going to have the law, statutes, and commandments in our inward part. That's when we're going to be able to live a sinless life, man. It's not happening on this side, and it's not happening now. All right. Let me get this. This is what I want. No, let's go 36. This is Here we go. It says, Israel to be renewed for his name's sake. This is Ezekiel 36:22. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for my holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathen whither ye went. And I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am Yahweh, saith the Lord Yahweh, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries and will bring you into your own land. And this hasn't happened yet. This is what we're waiting for. And this is going to happen once, the elect are fully gathered. We're taken up. Yahweh Shai comes and judges and destroys all these heathen nations, gather his elect from the four corners of the earth, and we're transformed and we're changed and we come back down. That's when these heathens are going to ultimately see our perfection and our glorified state. You see? And it's going to bring us into our own land. It says, then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness. Are we cleansed from all of our filthiness right now? Absolutely not. Because like I said, we're still in this sinful flesh. We still have evil thoughts. We still can't, we don't even have the sovereignty or to even fully institute the law, statutes, and commandments, as a nation, as a sovereign kingdom amongst ourselves. We're still under the we won't even have control of our own fucking food. Niggas talking about it's possible to live a sinless life. You don't know what the hell what's in every bit of food that you're eating. Here it is. You might be thinking you're eating something that's completely kosher, but it can be contaminated with all type of filthiness and abominations, man. So that's a very stupid statement to make. But the day is coming where we will be able to fulfill living a sinless life, man. It says, then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean. From all your filthiness and from all your idols will I cleanse you. A new heart, meaning what? A new mind also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh. And that stony heart goes back to how the laws was written upon the tablets of stone, all right, which we break, which we couldn't keep, especially being in this flesh. You see, it says, and I will give you an heart of flesh. Yeah, he's going to put within our animal parts. We're going to be transformed. We're going to be changed to where we're going to be programmed to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. All right. And I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them. You see? And then what? We're going to not only are we going to be programmed to do it, we're going to have the sovereignty and the dominion and the power to to not only to keep these laws perfectly, but to execute them upon the whole planet Earth, man, and over these nations and over these heathens, to where they're going to have to walk in the statutes of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Now they're not going to be able to take part of the new covenant. It's not going to be within them like it's going to be within us, but we're going to have the power and the dominion and the green light to force them to walk in these statutes of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It says, and ye shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your God. And I will also save you from all your uncleannesses. And I will call for the corn, and will increase it, and lay no famine upon you. And I will multiply the fruit of the tree and the increase of the field, that ye shall receive no more reproach of famine among the heathen. Why? Because we're going to be perfect. We're not going to sin. The Lord's not going to have a reason to punish us or to, bring famine upon the land, or to destroy us for our wickedness, or cause the heathen to rise up to put us in captivity anymore. You see? It says, then shall ye remember your own evil ways and your doings that were not good, and shall loathe yourself in your own sight for your iniquities and for your abominations. Not for your sakes do I this, saith the Lord Yahweh. Be it known unto you, be ashamed and confounded for your own ways, O house of Israel. See? It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, in the day that I shall have cleansed you from all your iniquities, I will also cause you to dwell in the cities and build, and the waste shall be builded, and the desolate land shall be tilled, whereas it lay desolate in the sight of all that pass by. And they shall say, this land that was desolate is become like the Garden of Eden, and the waste and desolate and ruined cities are become fenced and are inhabited. And then the heathen that are left round about you shall know that I, Yahweh, build the ruined places and plant that was desolate. I, Yahweh, have spoken it, and I will do it. Period. All right. So none of us are living a sinful life. It's not possible to live a sinful life while we're in these chains of darkness, while we're in this flesh. But the day is coming where the Lord is going to change us and transform us and going to put the law, statutes, and commandments in our inward part. Then we'll be able to live sinless, immortal, uncorrupted, undefiled lives, man. Not while we're here on this side. So don't let these guys sell you that dream and that lie. It's not biblical, and it's not happening right now, but it will happen, in the day that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai fulfills prophecies of Jeremiah 31 and 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter. So with that, Lord willing, you were edified. All praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Lord willing, you were edified. To the next one, Shalom.